Guys? So I am back with another video. It's my second video now, and what I'm gonna do is show my Bakura deck. I made a new one. Also, it is pretty effective. I am pretty impressed with how well it plays out. I've used it in PvP level 25, and what I actually did is I actually researched the cards that he actually had in the anime and replaced it with something similar or added my own little touch to it. So I'll kind of explain the deck. You kind of see it right now. So I added, I'll start from the top. Necrofear, it's obvious, it's the ace card. And everything else is Fiend. Now, why Han is there, he replaces Man-Eater Bug. In the anime, he has, I researched his deck list, and he has Man-Eater Bug. But what I did is, I replaced, well, we don't have Man-Eater Bug yet to this game, so I replaced it with another game that would remove a monster from the field. That's Han. The Sphere Karibos, I kind of used it as part of the strategy with this guy right here, Shadow Slayer. What he does is, whenever opponent's monster defense position, he can attack directly. So that's really good. And what I noticed is a lot of people, especially if you have this card in your second turn or first turn, within the first few turns of battle, people love being defensive. So they will play something in defense, or they'll only have one or two monsters, which you could easily put to defense position if they decide to attack. So this is what I like about it. I also have Puppet Master here. I haven't had a chance to really use it yet, like put it into effect, for the simple reason that you have to pay 2,000 life points, right? So that is kind of a problem. However, if you were to summon him, the best thing to do would be to make sure to have a trap. Maybe put this card in the back, because his effect is whenever he activates his effect, you can bring back two monsters from the graveyard. Which also brings us back to the ability. Now, I have Tether of Defeat. Tether, I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. You're probably asking why, and I didn't pick anything else, because there's so many other things I could have picked. I even have Destiny Board, which I unlocked. Destiny Board takes too long to activate, in my opinion, so I did not put it. I mean, it's a cool concept and all, that you can have like the finals, but for me, it wasn't working. Compensation, you only heal 300. Yes, you can do it every turn, but it's only monsters on your field. Now, I like Tether of Defeat because you get to choose if it's your opponent's monster or your monster you want to discard. And that actually helped me in multiple occasions to get rid of a powerful card, which I then resurrected with this card. This card is kind of like my Monster Reborn for opponents. Yes, it's 1,500, but I can easily get my life back with this, Golden Apples, which I also get pretty often because I'm able to discard a lot of cards in my deck just by destroying one monster on their side of the field. So that's that. Also, my other strategy is, so let's say opponent monster, I don't know, okay, let's say he doesn't kill this guy, right? So what I do is I'll summon this, and that's why I have two of them, to boost his attack even higher. So now he becomes a problem, right? He becomes a problem because Shadow Slayer can't be destroyed by a normal summon. You'd have to tribute in order to destroy him, or if you had a trap, which you know, can happen as well. But that's why I have two of them. I also put Roll of Demise. It's a classic card. I could have put Summon Skull. A lot of people told me, hey, try Summon Skull. But I'm just not feeling it. Wonder Balloons, I'm using that to discard more cards into my hand to be able to summon Necrofear faster. But I am thinking I will eventually replace Wonder Balloons with one of the spells. And of course, this classic card, Shallow Grave, which also helps you summon a higher level monster. So either Puppet Master or Earl of Demise. Now, I know a lot of people have 20 card deck, but I ran 22. It's just because of 2 controller, and technically I do have another monster because I could use this as a monster and tribute it as well. Also, this might be going as well. I'm not sure yet because of how often I do get Karibos and enemy controller. I feel like I'm not gonna really need that. And now the exchange. The reason why I have the exchange is because that card has actually helped me in so many different situations. Like, for example, if I just draw spells, good chance that if I draw just spells, this is gonna be included in all the cards that I draw, right? Now what I do is I'll use exchange. So I'll put all of my good spells down, and then let's say I have this card, right? And I'll just keep that card in my hand, and I'll get his monster. Because a lot of times it's the opposite, you know? One person has good cards, and the other... So I think this game is a lot about luck, but yeah. And I also have these guys because they're really good at keeping defense. Most duelists don't have a higher monster than 1,700 or 1,750, which is the case with Jerry Bean's man. And on their first turn, especially, or in the beginning, until they face somebody who's higher stats, they don't bother equipping anything. That's what I noticed with strategies in playing this game. So yeah, let's begin. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot, but just want to help out people as best as I can. Okay, this is what I want to do. So the other 2 cards that I'm going to get for this deck is probably Mirror Wall with 2 of these guys. I think it would do very good in my deck, because this card is activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate the attack, and you select another face-up monster your opponent controls. Right? So, and because we have a lot of defense position monsters, that would be perfect. Because we don't attack as much until later on in the game. That's basically the strategy of the game of this deck. So I'm gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna do a casual. I actually managed to go all the way up to gold 3 with this deck. We're gonna do a battle. I'm not sure how it goes, but it's funny because every time I do say it's gonna go well, it ends up being bad. So we'll see. I do think this deck has a lot of potential.
It's my turn.
24 card deck. So yeah, the reason I'm going casual right now is just to show you kind of the gist of the deck.
Alright. I summon a monster in attack position.
However, this deck is more powerful if you go first. If your opponent goes first, then you might not be able to use the strategy that you want, to be honest. I'm thinking if I should use Warner Balloon to get rid of my spiritualism. Okay, you know what? Just in case he has a stronger monster, just in case, I will do that.
Activate a continuous spell. I activate a continuous spell.
Oh shit, I don't know if I want to do it though. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Because he'll become more powerful anyways.
It's my turn.
Because now for sure he's not gonna be able to destroy it. Unless he has like a spell or some shit that destroys the Warner Balloon. There's his face down card. So he has a relatively weak monster. I'm not sure if that's his entire deck, but I know it's a smart move to do whenever you're
is
Okay, so this
over.
guy is unique, obviously. I'm sorry.
Not over yet.
I'm sorry I'm insulting him, but it's kind of true. You have 22 cards.
My turn is done.
Yeah.
It's my draw.
Okay, there we go. So, okay, get fine on this.
Set. I summon a monster. My monster is fantastic.
There we get the attachment. Look at that. Boom. Defense is just the same as Dark Magician's attack, which is really cool. Spiritualism. I also use that spiritualism with exchange, which is actually a really good combo, because then you'll see, for example, they have no cards in their hand, and then you do that, you'll get the card, right? So, and then you just throw his monster.
Let's bash take this. I can still turn this
He
duel
surrendered.
around.
So yeah, this deck is kind of annoying. There's always, like every hand I'm gonna get is gonna be something super annoying for the opponent.
I may have.
And I am quite disappointed with the event actually. The only reason why is because, well, I don't know, I was expecting better cards, to be honest. Like, there's a few good cards, you know, like the 1,800 defense card. I forgot the name, Gross, whatever it's called. Yes, it's good cards in defense, but other than that, I don't know. But we'll see how good this guy is. 20 card deck. Okay. Okay, this might be more of a challenge, but I'm not too worried at this point.
Face down.
Gonna do this.
I activate a continuous spell. I activate a continuous spell. I end my
So now
turn.
chances are he's gonna
It's my turn.
try to attack the face down card, or he's not.
I draw a card. I set this card face down.
My philosophy in life is this: if the deck works, if I win 3 times in a row, it has potential.
Here I go. I summon a monster in attack position.
So I hope he attacks me. That way I can just boost the attack up even higher. And he didn't attack.
Draw.
Wise choice.
Go. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster is effective.
I'm not gonna attack yet. Oh, wait till I have 2 monsters at least. I just don't trust him. I don't want him to,
Here I
like,
go.
you know.
My turn.
And one. Okay, there's 2 reasons why I didn't attack. 2 face
I
down
draw
cards.
a card.
Um.
All right.
Also, I don't know
Summon a
what can
monster
happen.
in attack position.
Like, I don't know what he's gonna do if I attack, you know? But usually after
I
he
reveal
sends
my
2
face down
monsters,
card.
I
I activate a
that's not
continuous
gonna do
spell.
anything. I usually take care of one of them if he puts more than 2.
Time to battle.
The only reason why... Let me get an attack, buddy. The only reason why I destroy after more than 2 is because I only know I'll be overwhelmed. Because anything more than 2 can be a really big monster. So if it's just 1 tribute, it's something I could kind of handle.
My turn
On
is
top of that, I
Here
have
I
Wonder
go.
Balloons that's out right now, so
Draw.
that's good. There it is. Cozy ball.
This.
Okay, so this can work.
I summon a monster. Let's battle. This is far from
Cool.
romance.
So he does not have
Here I go.
mirror wall
My
or
turn.
for now. He doesn't have mirror wall or oh, what's that card called? can't think of it right now, but the card to destroy your monster. Whenever one monster goes. I forgot what it's called.
Here I go. I summon a monster in attack position.
So he's gonna attack. This is another reason why I like this guy, Shadow Slayer.
My monster attacks.
Because it doesn't have to destroy a monster, right? So if you have two of them already in your hand, you could do some serious damage to your opponent. Because a lot of effect is they do this only when that monster is destroyed. Okay, he's kind of fucked. Look how easy it is. Boom.
I summon a white little card.
Activate the skill. This is game for him, I think.
Let's battle. Take this. Attack. I cannot afford to.
So we win again.
I may have.
I'm gonna do one more. I kind of want to see if I'll face somebody who's like, you know, in gold rank at least. I could always go to the rank rules, which I think that's something I'll do if I keep getting really low rules.
Here I go.
Oh my god.
Not.
That's pretty cool actually. Was that Yami on the team? I get 2,000. 2,000 defense. That's freaking good.
Alright. I summon a monster in attack position. Time to
Okay.
battle.
So he's more of a pay to win
Here
player,
we
I
go.
guess. Perfect.
My turn is done. Draw.
Perfect. Now we're talking. See, if I had the other card like I was saying earlier, and I had his monster attack, that would be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here.
I summon a monster in attack position. My check.
Cool.
I use my
And
face
since
down
he's really
card.
near your trap,
My
I think he knows what's about to happen. Alright, buddy. And you're going down.
Let's try to attack with a monster. Here I go. My turn.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about this deck, is that it has so many like ways to put your monster into the trap position. Quite cool actually.
My turn is
I was
done.
actually thinking of putting a trap card to put all your monsters in defense position, but I don't know.
Let's battle.
So now we're gonna actually force him to reveal himself.
It's not over yet. Directly.
Fuck it.
Try to stop it.
Yeah, I had to.
My turn. I draw a card.
And now we got our little monster reborn here.
All right. I summon a
This could be
monster in
cool.
attack position.
So I hope he attacks me.
Let's
Oh,
battle.
he'll attack me. He has SRs too, which is
Here
cool.
we go. My monster attacks.
I'm not sure why he's not putting any traps though.
My turn is done.
Oh, that's game for him.
Draw.
Yeah, that's definitely game for him. But he did have some SR cards. Silver Rain too. Okay. Cool. And yeah, this is all for today.